One of my favorite things that I got to do this year, each and every time that I came into the Right Time shop, was take a look at the Seiko and the Grand Seiko cases and see which new watches came in to celebrate the 140th anniversary this year. It was such a blast to see some of these marvelous new timepieces, and today we're going to round up my 5 favorite pieces from the 140th anniversary collections. Let's go ahead. The price point is super enticing too for a watch of this caliber, as it's only Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Today, as we review the 5 favorite watches of mine from the Seiko 140th anniversary celebration, I hope that you enjoy taking a look at some of these, and if there's some that you feel like I missed or maybe you'd put on your own list, drop those in the comments below. And before we dig into all the details on these watches, we'll invite you to subscribe to the channel so you catch all of our upcoming videos. I'm going to be going through these watches in no particular order, so if your favorite is first or last or somewhere in the middle, don't take any offense, I'm just listing my 5. I wanted to start with a really interesting timepiece, and one where the whole lineup was new for this year, and this particular 140th anniversary made it even more special. I'm looking at the Sharp Edge GMT. This lineup of watches is absolutely remarkable and one of the best bang for buck value propositions in all of watchmaking. You get a true GMT with an in-house movement and a very well made case and bracelet. This watch is a little bit bigger, so it's not for the super small wristed, but generally I'd say this is wearable for the mass majority of people. This beautiful blue and white colorway that came on this 140th anniversary edition was such a great addition to this watch lineup, as the others all have a very similar bezel to dial color. This one has that contrast, and I think it made it really pop and sparkle in person. This watch was magnificent, and as I said, the whole lineup is great, and this 140th limited edition is even better. Next up, I want to take a look at the Seiko Alpinist Ginza, the SBGN023. This watch was released to much fanfare this year, and for great reason. It's impeccably priced for the quality that you get, with a wonderful movement and an absolutely amazing dial. This dial color and texture combination is unlike anything else you'll see in all of watchmaking, making it an excellent addition to any collector's collection. For us here at Right Time, we were so excited to see this one come in, as it's beautiful, unlike anything else we'd seen before. I think this watch makes it into my top 5 on design alone, but having the great 6R movement inside and that really impressive bracelet being sub $1,000. I think this watch makes a ton of sense for so many different people. If you missed out on this particular limited edition, there's always the standard Seiko Alpinist's 1959 case, with other wonderful dials. The third watch is perhaps the most exciting release from this year, and it came from Grand Seiko in the form of the Lake Sua limited edition. This is the SLGA007, and this one was perhaps the most exciting wristwatch that we saw at all this year, much less being from the 140th anniversary Seiko celebration. This watch has a marvelous, very wearable case with universal sizing and design cues. The dial is absolutely gorgeous, unlike anything else in the watch marketplace, and the precision that you're going to get out of this marvelous new movement is something to behold. I think any collector would be super proud and excited to have a watch like this show up in their own collection. We were honored just to have it in the store even for a short while before it found its home on a permanent wrist. The next watch I wanted to highlight from this anniversary celebration had a different kind of look to it. This watch came in the Marine Master 300 case with a gorgeous deep green dial. This watch was marvelous, and they did a whole series, but this one was my favorite. I think the Marine Master is an impeccable watch, and it's both enjoyable for true sport usage as well as wearing on a day-to-day basis. This was the year of green for watchmaking all around, so Seiko throwing their hat in the ring with this amazing limited edition was an excellent move by the brand. I enjoy wearing this watch very much as I've got a large 8-inch wrist, as you know, but even others with a smaller wrist have put this on and felt the magic that comes with this watch lineup. I think this is a ridiculously gorgeous and rock-solid watch. With an 8 series movement inside, it really ticks all the boxes for a wonderful high-end wristwatch. And last, but certainly not least, we have the SBGN023. This was the new Sport GMT with the 9F quartz movement inside, obviously this one being the limited edition for the 140th anniversary. As with some of the other watches we've looked at today, this was a familiar watch as this got released this year, but it had a beautiful standalone colorway to celebrate that anniversary. I think this watch does a few things really well. Obviously the 9F quartz movement from Grand Seiko is super well known for extreme accuracy and durability, and this being a sport watch, I think it actually fits quite well. I know in collecting we get super excited about our mechanical movements, but this beautiful 9F quartz stands on its own 2 legs as impressive watchmaking of its own. And of course, being in a sports watch, it makes a ton of sense, because if you knock it around, you're not going to worry about disrupting that beautiful mechanical movement. This is rock solid, hyper accurate, and makes an impeccable addition to a gorgeous watch like this one. So that's it. That's my top 5 roundup for the Seiko 140th anniversary celebration. There were so many watches released this year, and all of them were absolutely amazing, and these were my 5 favorite. If you've got another favorite, as I said before, comment down below and let me know which one you would have added to your own top 5 list. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time at Right Time.